Help yourself, fucker. There we go, right there. Beautiful. What more could you ask for? This would be so freaking painful. The bones popping out of her freaking elbows. Never let Freddy spot you, okay guys? Good morning. It is like 5 o'clock in the morning. I got the house to myself today. So, you know me, I like to stay busy, and definitely with the channel. So, first off, rest in peace, Eddie Van Halen. Can you believe that? Can you believe Eddie Van Halen has gone? So I had to commemorate a little bit of Eddie this morning with Jump. Remember a couple years ago, it was really the very first DWatch I did. I didn't call it DWatch back then. I did a marathon of the Halloween franchise. So I thought today, why don't I do kind of the same thing with the Nightmare franchise? So let's go in here now. Let's see if we can find it in this freaking mess that we got. Let's see. I know I keep my collections together. There, I see it. I see it. You can't hide him, Ghostface. There it is. Nightmare on Elm Street. Pulling that out. Yeah, there we go. It ain't much, but you know, it does the job. It's not like, listen to that music, Jesus. Eddie, you left us with some beautiful, beautiful, beautiful music, man. God damn, this hurts. Fucking miss you, man. What was I saying? Oh, I was gonna say, it ain't like that box set, and it ain't like the Friday box set that's coming in a couple days. But like I said, it's still honest to good work, and it gets the job done. So we're gonna watch this, and we're gonna watch as many of these movies as I can. So I'm just gonna throw this in here. And it's not like what I do with like individual movies on a DWatch, where I just scan, like I give you like at least an hour's worth of discussion for one movie. No, I'm gonna pick maybe a couple scenes per movie, something that jumps out at me. I'm gonna turn on the camera. I usually have like a 2-camera setup, but for this one, just gonna be using the old trusted G7X and getting the job done, okay? Because I don't have time to set up all that other stuff, because I got other things I gotta do too. I gotta watch another movie. I got homework to do, okay? YouTube homework. Levi has his morning treats. Say hi, Levi. These are pumpkin, they're like pumpkin cookies, because I wanted to get him some Halloween treats. And so far, he's thinking about it. He won't eat them yet, though. But usually he does eat them. So maybe it's just early for him. See, he's still got bedhead, right, buddy? Still got bedhead. So we're going to turn the TV on. My TV's weird. I got this like Roku Premiere. And I plug it, the USB into the TV. And I think that has some kind of effect on the TV, because I have to like turn the power on at least a few times. See that? I had to push that like freaking 5 times to get it to finally come on. Usually, and there'll be a light like right in the middle. And then you get this whole startup thing here. It's weird. I love my TV, but man, it just takes too long to freaking boot up though. This luxurious freaking dresser right here, we got that thing, I think, for $30. I kid you not, solid freaking wood. It's amazing what some people would just basically give away. Let me show you what we got for free. Panama's playing back there. But yeah, this dresser right here. Got that one for free. And it's pretty much just storage. Like I keep a lot of my DVDs in here. But yeah, good stuff. All Cheerleaders Must Die. I like this flick. That's a good flick, actually. I did a review on this too, but you know, I got it at the dollar store, and it's one of those movies. Sometimes you get surprised by these movies sometimes, you know. Wow, that was actually really good. So, Silent Night, Deadly Night. If you want to get parts 3, 4, and 5, this is the way to get them right here. They're not available on Blu-ray. So that's my wife's painting right there. She painted that last year, I think. And she painted these too last year. So we pretty much use her art to decorate the house because, you know, we don't have to buy art. She painted that. She paints all these. She painted this, the lips. That's my favorite. I freaking love this. And look, if we go in closer, what do we see? What do we see? Let's get closer and closer. It's like newspaper, comic book type stuff. Look at that. There's Spider-Man right there. Isn't that crazy? She made that out of comic books. And if we back away, look at that. It's gorgeous. It's just gorgeous. Anyway, I finally got this up. We're plugging in the first Nightmare right now. Yeah, and it ain't much, you know. It's just a little amaret case with the discs. You know, like I said, it's not much, but it gets the job done. That's about it, though. I'm gonna go in order, so I don't think we're gonna make it to. We'll probably get like 4 of these, maybe 5 of them on here. We'll see. By the way, guys, you'll see why does Lee have 2 players here? Because the top one here is a region-free player that I got from eBay. Sony S1700. If you type in that with the, just make sure you type in region-free, because there is a version of this that's not region-free. Okay? Listen to that music. Nightmare on Elm Street. Fuck yes. God, I'm excited. I love Freddy. When Freddy's good, he's awesome. He's freaking awesome. So I'm excited, guys. Nightmare on Elm Street. Oh my God. Should I capture a moment? Like, I should get a photo of this. Let me grab my phone. Okay, here we go. We don't have any time to waste. It's time to push play. Boom. As you can see, it's gonna be hard for me to turn the camera off during this because I love talking about Freddy. But if anything, I'll probably talk about a couple scenes on the first one. But this opening scene, one of my favorite opening scenes in horror history. I just love showing the killer, you know, getting his gear ready, I guess you could say. You know, putting in the pre-work. Look at that, making the glove. Man, I tell you, the glove is one of the coolest freaking horror. I think it would be #1, right, guys? #1 would be the glove. Out of all the horror weapons, look at that. Nothing beats that freaking glove. And look at that title card. Oh, the music, it's all amazing. Kick it right open with Tina. I gotta turn the camera off, damn it. But yeah, Tina, open it up, making it seem like this could be your final girl, who knows? John Saxon, rest in peace. God, we lost so many freaking greats this year, guys. Sucks. But anyway, I'm gonna be sitting back watching a lot of these today, just having fun, chilling, doing some work in the background, of course. But man, guys, Nightmare on Elm Street marathon. Anyway, here we go. It's so freaking cool when Freddy comes through the wall, and I think they just use like spandex or something like that. $1.50, $2, and look at that. Oh my God, just amazing. Just amazing. And she's dreaming, you know. But just little nice moments like that, nothing too crazy, and I think that makes it even scarier, you know. Crazy stuff's coming. Here we go. The very first time we see Freddy, like in full form, in the whole franchise, and it's really iconic and really scary. God, I love this movie. I'm already excited about getting to other movies in the franchise too. Like Dream Warriors. Dream Warriors is gonna be a lot of fun. I'm breathing heavy because I just got through doing push-ups. I was gonna go for a run this morning, but I hurt my knee And every time I run, my knee like hurts a little bit more, so I'm staying off of it for a few days because I don't want to do more damage to it. Oh yeah, there's that cheap gag where she rips off his face. We just missed it. Damn it. Oh my God, this big scene right here. Big scene right here. I've shown you guys this scene so many times that I'm just gonna sit here and react to it. Ooh, that's all you get. Oh man. So her body just got thrown against the corner. She's sliding up the wall right now. This scene is just really something to look at. It's insane. And I remember the actress, she was completely disoriented while and after she was doing this scene. That Wes Craven literally had to go and console her after and try to, you know, calm her down. Amanda Weiss. Sorry, Amanda. Wow, what a scene, what a scene. You know, it's certain scenes that make a movie what it is, that make a movie into legend status. You know, just certain little scenes, and this is one of those. It's so creative, so inventive, so unique, and, you know, for the time, we had never seen anything like this before. You know, a young girl sitting in a bathtub, and the killer is literally, because he can be in the dreams, and when she falls asleep, he's literally in that bathtub with her, and just that shot of the hand coming up, it's so damn iconic. What a great scene though, what a great scene. That is not Heather Langenkamp, that naked model. All right, we're nearing the end of the first movie. She just set Freddy on fire. He's running upstairs. And, you know, these stuntmen, I tell you, the work they put themselves through being set on fire like that, you know, a lot of accidents have happened through the years, but it's not a what's the word I was looking for? It's not a thankless art. They're definitely, I guess it is kind of, because it seems like these actors, they get all the credit, and a lot of times it's the stuntmen that are doing the heavy lifting. So yeah, I guess it is a thankless art. I had to talk myself into that one, or out of it. I don't know. 1428 Elm Street. Yeah. But I'm getting a little hungry here. It's what time is it now? 7:24. Okay, so 7:24, early in the morning, but no rest for the wicked, right? And I went to Instagram this morning. This is gonna be Instagram exclusive for shout outs, okay guys? So let's see. You know, I got my little thing right here. Hold on. So if I look at my Instagram shout outs, looks like we got 11 so far. Yeah, I posted it right there on Instagram. It says, once solo 99, I'm on part 4 right now. Sweet, man. I love it when other people are doing marathons too. James Sly Private Me, shout out. James Sly Silver, PCW. The Blade Runner, After Dream Child, Godspeed. Yeah, right. This is so funny. I'm also doing a Nightmare Marathon tomorrow with my friends. That's LPTV 2000. Awesome. Christian Hanna, what's up, brother? He says, my favorite horror franchise of all time. I love it all. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Hello, my name is Fabulous. How are you doing? She says, I'd love a shout out. Enjoy. There's your shout out. She's a sweetheart. James Shannon Morant says, awesomely, Nightmare is my favorite horror franchise. Vinny Lima 12 says, I'm doing Saw franchise marathon. I hope you make a video about this fantastic franchise, Lee. I need to get, because I've seen just about all the Saws except for the last one. So I need to give them a revisit because I don't remember most of them, except for maybe the first couple. Because that plot just gets crazy. By the way, if you will watch Freddy's Dead, good luck, you will need it. I don't think I'm gonna get to Freddy's Dead today, if I'm being honest. We'll see though. Tomas Santiago Santos, what's up, brother? He says, I am still waiting for you to review Lake Mungo. I was actually looking at that on Amazon Prime the other day. Thought about watching it, actually. That is one of the most underrated horror movies out there, and actually scary. You must watch it. All right, cool. The Real Xeno Overdrive says, I was gonna do this on the day off tomorrow, except Dream Child since it's the worst slasher next to Prom Night 2008. Dream Child is miles better than freaking Prom Night 2008. It doesn't even deserve to be in the sentence with Prom Night 2008. That's a crap. That's the worst freaking horror movie I've ever seen. Okay. Josh Richardson 94 says, would love a shout out. Love these videos. You're the best movie YouTuber there is. Thanks, Josh. I appreciate that, man. Youtja82 says, the best horror film. The Real Sean Horror. What's up, Sean? He says, I'm starting my Halloween marathon tomorrow. I'm currently watching Deep Red, which reminds me we're both fans of this movie. Super cool. I'd love a shout out, Lee. Thank you. Man, I freaking love Deep Red. And I'm going to do a couple Halloween movies. But man, I tell you, we are getting oversaturated with Halloween, folks. I'm doing it myself. I admit it. But that's why I wanted to do Nightmare, right? JWard1347 says, Drumdums, can I get a shout out? Been a fan of yours since 2015. Wow, from the beginning. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Keep doing great and making awesome content for us. You demand Lee. Thank you. So that's really nice. Robot Jeans, this is a good idea. Don't fall asleep. Right? That's the challenge. Can I get through this whole day without falling asleep? Chloe284, what's up, Chloe? She says, love the original. It's a masterpiece. Definitely. Johannes8844 says, have a fantastic day. You too, Johannes. And Katie XR Rocio. Man, I completely butchered that last name, Katie. Says, love this movie. Me too, Katie. All right, cool. Well, look at that. We're at the end. We're at the end, and we're about to go to part 2, Freddy's Revenge. You've got the body, and I've got the brain. So both movies on the same disc here for part 2 and 3. One's going out, 2's going in. What's the opposite of eject? Would it be reject? All right, yeah, you can see that's a dual disc. Got the top, Freddy's Revenge, the bottom, Dream Warriors. We're gonna go Freddy's Revenge, of course. Hit that one, and then we're off to the races. Oh, there, yeah, you get a main menu. Okay, cool. And these have their own special features on them too. So if Never Sleep Again isn't enough, then there's more on there for you. Okay. But yeah, jumping right into part 2 with one of my also favorite openings of all time would be, this is more of a sequence, whereas the first movie, it was just a quick, it was the opening, the intro. This is a full scene, okay? The scene with the school bus is one of my favorite horror sequences ever filmed, okay? That's how I love that freaking, the school bus nightmare. Man, it's amazing. It's freaking, this is so cool. We're doing a marathon. I haven't done this in years, since I did Halloween. But man, Freddy's Revenge, there we go. Mark Patton. Brad Pitt tried out for that part, but I think it deservedly went to Mark Patton. He crushed it as Jesse. He was amazing. And man, he was really channeling something with his performances in this movie. Just brilliant, brilliant, brilliant performance. There's Robert Englund right there, the bus driver. There's some unique music, like different music in this movie from the first two, actually. You know, little, I wouldn't say it's darker, but it just has its own little flavor to it. This whole movie has its own flavor to it. You look at that, there's Jesse. He looks like the geek, you know. And we don't know, what's cool about this too is we don't know that this is a dream. You know, we think this is real. Which they play with that sometimes in the franchise. You know, is it a dream or is it real? Sometimes, every now and then they'll do that. But yeah, to start off the movie with that, I like that. That's kind of cool. So they're just like making fun of him. I tell you, high school can be rough sometimes. It can be rough. But now we know something's up. Because the bus driver is not stopping and he's going faster and faster. I like the nice transition, you know. You still don't 100% know that this is a dream yet, though, because I mean, this could happen in real life. You could have a deranged bus driver just go off the rails, you know. But now we know it's, there we go. Now we know it's a dream. You see the Freddy arm, the glove. Yeah, and you notice too the cinematography, it gets a little bit darker. There's a little transition there, like a visual transition. Into the Darkness. Man, this scene is so brilliant. I freaking love this scene. It scared me too back in the day when because I saw this. I remember I rented it on video. Because this was right around the time, because this is 85, this is right around the time when you started seeing video stores crop up. At least as far as I can remember. This was one of the first years I rented a VHS tape. And as a matter of fact, I'm gonna show you a Nightmare on Elm Street 2 VHS tape. But I hate to leave because I don't want to miss anything. This scene's so good. And this is probably the most footage you're gonna get from part 2 for me during this. I'll probably do one or maybe another scene or two near the end. But let's see if we can go in there and see that Nightmare on Elm Street 2 VHS when we have a chance. Yeah, here it is. I have a couple of these actually. Here's one that one of my subscribers sent me. That's from the UK. Beautiful. I can't play these yet because I can't find the right adapter. So if you guys know the exact adapter that I need to play UK VHS movies in an NTSC VCR, let me know, okay? I mean, because there is a device on Amazon, but I'm kind of scared to buy it because I'm not 100% sure yet. Okay, so I had to do some digging, but yeah, here's an old, well, all of them are old, I guess, but this is one that I found at a Goodwill, and I like the clamshell case too. You see how you can't see me right now? Now, if I turn on this light, there you go. Now you should be able to see me a little bit better. But yeah, the clamshell. Love this. Look at this. Look at this old tape. Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2. Wow, it's pretty cool looking. You know, people that are not horror fans, they don't get it, but this is the stuff that makes us happy, right? We love this stupid little old VHS stuff. It just, I don't know, it gets our blood boiling, right? As horror fans. I do have a beta. Looker. This is a PG movie from 1980, Michael Crichton's Looker. And this movie has more nudity than most movies today. And it's PG. And there's a beta tape. Okay? Let's see. Hidden VHS gems. What else can I show you guys that I love? That's kind of cool. You guys know I'm a big Gene Simmons fan, right? So I have Runaway with Tom Selleck. That's got Gene Simmons. And I also have, and I'm not going to dig it out, but I also have Wanted Dead or Alive with Rutger Hauer and Gene Simmons, which has one of my favorite movie endings. And if you haven't seen that movie, I'm not going to tell you the ending, but I freaking love the freaking ending. You know, I'll tell you the ending, okay? So, cut this, skip forward for like 30 seconds. But the ending, he takes a grenade, Rutger Hauer takes a grenade, puts it in Gene Simmons' mouth, because Gene Simmons plays the terrorist. And he's supposed to get a bonus if he brings him in alive. And so he pulls the pin and he says, "Fuck the bonus." And then his head explodes. And if you guys don't notice, because you don't notice, because you can't see all of my backdrop, I have some VHS movies scattered in my backdrop. Look at that. There's Assault on Precinct 13, Eddie and the Cruisers, It, True Romance, Children of the Corn, First Blood. And yeah, there's like, I'm not, should I pull it out for you guys? I don't know. That didn't sound right. There's Initiation. Freaking love that movie. Yeah, let's just make a mess. There's the slasher movie book. And behind the slasher movie book is more VHS goodness. The Road Warrior. Look at that. Pumpkinhead, Silver Bullet, Army of Darkness, and Vampires. Man, let's take a look at the Road Warrior. See, I'm making a big old mess, but it's worth it for the Road Warrior. Look at that. Jesus, that's gorgeous. Oof. Road Warrior, man. And by the way, behind that is the vinyl soundtrack. Let me put some light on it for you. Yeah. The vinyl soundtrack to Prom Night that Beth S. sent me a while ago. She said there's only like 500 copies of that floating around. But, wow. Amazing. Miss You, Derek Mayo, and that's the wolf that he sent me from The Howling. He made that paper mache, I think. Miss you, brother. So I come back in, and it's I always forget about this scene. He's dreaming, and there's a snake. Poor Mark Patton, man. He had to put in the work for this part. We're gonna drape this big ass snake around your neck. I would love to hear his experience with that scene. Like, what was that like? You know? Oh, how could I not do this scene? Any marathon has to have the Jesse dance from Nightmare 2. Let's turn it up. Let's party. It's time to party, all right? We've been messing around too long.
What is this movement right here? I don't get, what is that?
The low end isn't the best on this mix. Or maybe at my sound bar. Why am I talking about my sound bar? So, having breakfast, making some eggs. I put a little bit of milk in my eggs. And we're going to throw them on the pan. And yeah, I like eggs. Eggs are delicious. I love that sound too. Yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh god. Hopefully these aren't bad. They've been in the fridge for a while. But usually I just don't get the time to cook in the morning. I usually wake up, get dressed, and I'm out. So we'll see how these taste. All right, moment of truth with the eggs. Let's see how it goes. Could they be bad? No, they're good. They're good. Got me a nice little Gatorade here on the side. Trying to slow down on the monsters. I know they're bad for me. I'm not saying I'm giving up on them, but I'm trying to slow down on them. And we're on the gay bar scene. And they didn't know that this was a gay movie. So I think if I had to pick apart Nightmare 2, the finale, like the very end where she saves the day, it's not as, you know, the dogs look kind of silly and everything, but this to me is the real finale of this movie, or you know, the money shot, I guess, the part that's the most interesting. And I mean, look at the effects work there. You know, practical effects in the 80s, man. Yeah, sometimes they were cheesy, but sometimes, man, they were just downright frightening. And you know, to bring it home, you have that performance by Patton. Oh my God, look at that. Mark Patton's performance is so good in this. He doesn't get the credit that he deserves, I'm telling you. Because if you didn't have a great performance, then it might come off as a little silly. I mean, definitely demented looking, definitely creepy, but that performance brings it home, you know? Wow. That's what I'm talking about, right there. What a scene. And then Freddy comes out to the pool and just, you're all my children now. Oh yeah, that's all great stuff, great stuff. Iconic scene right here. We're getting towards the end of Nightmare 2. Can you believe we're almost on Nightmare 3? I'm just waiting for the You're All My Children Now. That's coming. That would be the worst pool party ever. Freddy's throwing lawn chairs. Oh, got his head stepped on. I think Freddy might have the most kill count in part 2. Am I right? Because he killed quite a few of those kids. Now, if Jason was there, he wouldn't have wasted any time. He would have killed all of them. Help yourself, fucker. There we go, right there. Beautiful. What more could you ask for? Like, come on, just look at these fucking dogs. Like, are you serious? They must have worked a half day that day. Did I already miss it? I hit the camera, I hit the record button too late every time. Hold on, let me go back. We got to see those freaking dogs. Why did I do that? Look at that thing. Wow. Okay, part 2 down. Let's take a look outside. It's 9 o'clock now. It's bright out. Yep. And I need to cut my yard, my backyard. I have to cut it like every week. And I'm about ready to throw in Dream Warriors. Jesus, you see that humidity and how the camera fogged up? Evil Air still looking good. Yep. By the way, guys, that's where I'm sitting when I do my live streams. Sitting in a stool. I put a stool like right there, and I sit there and I put my laptop on top of my nice VCR here, and yeah, and I just talk, and I'm basically looking at that. But this Thursday, which this might be out after that, because it's going to take a little bit to edit this, but this Thursday marks Drumdums Live-In. Got to give Beth S. proper credit for that fucking awesome title. I was going to call it like hashtag 31 Days Live, because I've been trying to figure out what I wanted to do for this October, and it kind of dawned on me, I'm not doing 31 Days of October, that's done, but I could make it kind of like a live thing, right? So 31 Days of October Live, but I wanted to give it a different name. So I came up with 31 Days Live, and then I was talking to Beth, and she said, hey, what about, and she gave me a couple names, but the one that really stuck out was Drumdums Live-In, because it's kind of a play on Joe Bob Briggs, and we horror fans love Joe Bob Briggs. So thank you, Beth. That freaking title's awesome. So every Thursday night in October, we're going to be doing that. I'll be talking about the movies I've watched throughout the week. As a matter of fact, if I go on Killer Flicks, before we throw in Nightmare 3, let me see, I'm on Killer Flicks. Now I posted, so I'm pretty active in here. You know, it's like if I have a horror thought in my head, I feel like I got to post it. And I was thinking about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the beginning, and I had to tell the world that I like it better than the remake. I do. But let's go to the announcements. Yeah, that's where, if you go to announcements, this is a quick way to get to the official 31 Days of Horror Master Thread. Now, this is my format. But that's what I love about it. Everybody's got their own different format. And I've been doing this for years on Blu-ray.com. But my format is basically, I put the date, the movie, and then I give it however many like skulls or demon heads or whatever. And so far I've done She Kills, Teen Wolf, Halloween Producer's Cut, Idle Hands, Us, and Don't Breathe. I did Don't Breathe last night. So for today, I'll put that I did the Nightmare Marathon. So it's fun though. Here we go. Switch to Nightmare 3. There we go. Here we go. Easily one of the best horror sequels of all time. Nightmare 3. What a freaking movie. Yeah, this movie really changed the game. Came out in the late 80s. I saw this in the theater. Sleep, those little slices of death, how I loathe them. And yeah, this was a game changer. And I remember seeing this in the theater, and as it's going on, I'm like, wow, this feels really big. The story feels bigger. You have Heather Langenkamp back in this, you know, and you have these great new characters. So it was like this combination of new and old. Ooh, listen to that. Damn. The music is so good in this too. Another great intro, making the Elm Street house. Yeah, this is a crowd pleaser. That's what this movie is. It's I would even say it's like more entertaining than the first. Yeah, definitely more entertaining than the first, and the first is a classic. It's hard for me to say that the first is better than this, because they're just, I don't know, they're so different. This one feels like Terminator 2, whereas the first one feels like Terminator, you know? But wow, what a movie, what a movie. Opens with a great dream sequence too, with Kristen. Yeah, love. I mean, this cast was every bit as effective as Nancy. And that's a hard thing to like. This movie was an anomaly. It's a hard thing to pull off in any franchise. To just fire on every cylinder. That's what Dream Warriors does. Sprinkle in a little Dokken. Man, Dokken was underrated, I think. You know, because you had Motley Crue, you had Rat, you had all those big bands back then. But I think Dokken was every bit as good, and they were different, you know? Like, you could tell George Lynch was an amazing guitarist. You know, these were great, great musicians. And they made great songs. And I love Don Dokken's voice. There's just something, there's a little bit of a darkness to his voice, you know? Now, that is Violet's mother from Friday Part 5. Always loved those creepy kids in these Nightmare movies. This is one thing that the Nightmare and the Halloween franchise have in common. They both have an iconic house. Whereas Jason doesn't really, does Jason have an iconic house? No, it's just Crystal Lake. You know, there's no like, I mean, you picture a lake with grass and all of that, but you can't picture a structure. Halloween and Nightmare have that. I think that just adds to the mystique. And both houses are really cool looking, really iconic. Definitely giving the edge to Nightmare. The Nightmare house is, like, I'd love to have a model of a Nightmare house in my evil lair. It would be really cool. But man, this one probably has the best dream sequences out of all the movies too. There's so many great dream sequences. Yeah, look at that. Listen to the music, it's everything just, wow, just comes together. It's great, it's great. Freddy's home. Man, it just makes you want to dance. I've been dancing way too much lately. I'm horrible at it. Too much, is it too much glare? Let me move you guys over here. Hold on. Now I got too much light on me right here. That's okay though. What's important is that you see the movie, right? Way too much light. Wow, that's bright. I need to get this on vinyl. Is this on vinyl? You know, all these dead bodies. Like, that's some creepy stuff right there. They don't make movies like this anymore, do they, guys? They don't. You know? That's why Freddy works so well. This was a big moment right here. When Nancy comes into frame for the first time, that was super cool. Especially since she wasn't in the second movie. I think that gave it a little bit more impact. But she's just such an important character, you know. So it was just really cool to see her come back and then be able to help with this situation, which is, I think that's what a lot of, like I think that was a missed opportunity in Halloween 2018, is that Laurie Strode, she was more crazy than anything. And this is 40 years later, so maybe that's why. But, you know, this is a character that's still really put together. She's made her life better because of it. Because sometimes you can do that when you're in a traumatic situation. You can use it to shape you and make you better. And that's what they did with Nancy. I think that's the route that we want to go with these characters. Quick word on Craig Wasson. I remember him in Body Heat. I think I saw Body Heat before this, and he's great in that. He's also in Schizoid. So he made the rounds, did a few movies that I saw in the 80s, a lot that I didn't see. But, you know, he's a good actor. He's a really good actor. He gave it a little bit of gravitas, you know? This scene right here, oh my God, I have to highlight this. I might have even done it in the other DWatch, but it's just such a cool ass scene. Freddy's reaction. You. Oh. Man, just such an iconic, such an awesome freaking scene. I think this might be like one of the best written scripts for any horror movie I've ever seen, as far as like just constantly building the pace, building the tension, raising the stakes, keeping your interest, not a dull moment. Yeah, what a script. This was where that line was pretty much, I think, the first time Freddy really delved into comedy like full force. You know, there's still the dark edge to it. It's still dark comedy, but this was a different phase. This started off a whole new era of what would eventually become a problem in the franchise, if I'm being honest, like a big problem. And that's why Freddy's Dead is one of the worst freaking horror movies ever made. But man, this scene is, they get it right in Dream Warriors for the most part. All the comedy lands, and it doesn't get in the way of the story. Your big break in TV. Yeah. Robert actually added one of those lines. I think the primetime bitch, I think he added that one. Now you gotta highlight, this is one of my favorite scenes from the movie. Taryn and Freddy. I'm a big sucker for like backlighting in scenes too, especially if you have some nice reds and blues in there. And I think out of all the big three, Nightmare definitely plays with the colors the most, and it comes out on top. Look at that, that's just beautiful. I'm telling you, for a set designer, you must have a ball working on a Friday set. Even though, if you look behind the scenes on this movie, it was a very, very, very stressful shoot. I know a lot of the, like, Heather Langenkamp actually had to, like, step in and say, hey, you're being way too hard on these actors. They're just people. It got pretty, and I could see how a shoot like this would get pretty damn stressful. Look at that. Let's get high. Man, what a shot. Just so creative too, you know? You ain't gonna get this with Michael and Jason. And I think that's a big reason why a lot of people tend to love the Nightmare franchise the most out of the big three. And I think if they could have held on to this momentum throughout more of the movies, you know, because it does take a sharp nosedive after this movie, which is a shame. The Wizard Master. Okay, so this is how you respectfully kill off a character. I can't think of any other franchise that has done it as well as Nightmare, where a character came back in another movie in the franchise and they kill her off. You know, you take for instance like Rachel from Halloween 5. They did the opposite of what they did in this movie. Rachel was such a great character in Halloween 4, and she deserved the same treatment that Nancy got in this movie. You know, you see what Nancy's doing? She gives her life to take out the killer. You know, she's fighting tooth and nail. That's what should have happened with Rachel in Halloween 5. So, but as you can see, Levi, he can't stand it anymore. He's like, no more Nightmare movies. I can't do this. But you can do it, Levi. You got to tough it out, buddy, okay? If you're not a real horror fan until you've done at least one horror marathon, buddy, okay? And we're almost at the end of Dream Warriors, and I can't believe it. We're moving on to part 4 here pretty soon. Oh yeah, I think Dream Warriors has the best Freddy kill too. You know, the most like satisfying Freddy kill. Yeah, it's, you know, it's epic. Look at that. But we might actually, if I go in here, I have Nightmare 4 on VHS, and I got my wheels spinning now. Ooh, doesn't that look cool? Yeah. Man, the backdrop's looking sexy right now. I like I love backlighting, guys, okay? Big fan of lighting of all types. And yeah, let me turn this on. And if I look up here behind the crow, I believe I'll see Nightmare 4. Yeah, it is. I don't have, you know, I don't have all the Nightmares on VHS. I'm kind of piecemealing them all. But I have a few of them. So Nightmare 4, looks like whoever owned this before did not rewind it. So I'm going to rewind it. Going to push stop. Going to hit rewind. Going to turn Jolene on. There you go. And do I need to go to channel 3? Oh, 3. Don't you love that? Man. So we're getting Nightmare 4 up. Don't be jealous, Michael 6 and Michael 4. That's the George P. Wilbur set right there. I like having George P. Wilbur's masks together, you know? It's kind of cool. I never even realized I had them together like that, but hey, I kind of like it. So, anyway, we're going to go back in here while we're getting that set up, and we'll have Nightmare 4 playing on both, all right? Might as well. So, because I've done that with Halloween 3, I did it with The Fog, and I did it with a recent DWatch where I had, oh yeah, you can see the, look at the credits are going. A recent DWatch I did, I also had, was it Scream? It might have been Scream, I don't know. But yeah, you can see more gray in the beard, okay? You guys do this to me. No, you guys are great actually. Love you guys. This guy does that to me. I lie awake to lonely nights. I'm not alone. Wonder if these heavy eyes. We gotta listen to that, right? We'll get to Dream Warriors, okay? Close my eyes, I realize. I need Christian Hannah to sing for me right now. Forever together, oh, we're the Dream Warriors. Don't wanna dream no more. Okay, just loaded up Nightmare 4 in the Blu-ray. Let's go ahead and turn on the VHS. We won't sync them perfectly, but we'll sync them pretty close. So I'm just gonna go ahead, hit play there, and tracking might be all the shit. I don't know. We'll see. Because the case has seen better days. But I kind of like that, you know? It's part of the mystique, you know? Part of the experience of VHS. To me, the rattier the case, the better. Look at that, yeah, like the warrant. Yeah, it looks like it plays just fine. Oh, now available from New Line Home Video. Look at that. So they're advertising the DVD. Glasses included. Look at that. Oh, there goes the tracking. Now let's see. I got the Blu-ray up. It's 10:45 according to my phone. So I'm gonna start it, and I'll probably pause it so I can go get my Zaxby's. Okay? Okay, jumping right into it. Dream Master. Dream Master made the most money opening weekend out of the entire franchise, I think, if you don't include Freddy vs. Jason. It made a lot of money the opening weekend based off the success of Dream Warriors. Did I say Dream Master or Dream Warriors? Dream Master made the most money, okay? There's Tuesday Night singing, I can't remember the name of that song. When deep sleep falleth on men, fear came upon me, and trembling, which made all my bones to something. I don't know. I like this song. Rennie Harlan. This was I think his second movie. He did a movie called Prison before this. Running through this nightmare. That's the name of it. Look at that. It's pretty close. Tracking's not looking that good. That means, you know what? It's a placeholder. It's a placeholder. I might have to rebuy it. Uh-oh, there we go. Now, I gotta just mention how similar this one is to the opening of Nightmare 3. And it's with Kristen again. Which is kind of cool. Tuesday Night, she's not a bad actress, and I liked her in this movie, but I just didn't see her as Kristen. I think that's the thing. Like, if they would have given her a different name, then I think it would have been better. And she actually makes it quite I think to like at least the middle of this movie. Brian Helgeland, who went on to have a pretty fruitful career in Hollywood. You know, a lot of writers get their start in horror. Rachel Talalay, you know, she had a part in every movie, as far as like some type of background work. And she directed Freddy's Dead. But I think visually, this one matches 3. I think there's a lot of interesting shots in this movie by Rennie Harlan. I just don't think the story's as strong. I think if they would have got the story just as strong, then you would have had like, I mean, boom, boom, like 2 amazing, really 4 amazing movies back to back. Because I love part 2. But I mean, this one still has that epic feel to it. It still feels big. But yeah, it's just they have some stupid character decisions. Yep, and Kincaid and Joey are going to be gone here real soon, especially Kincaid. I just bit the inside of my mouth. Have you ever done that? Have you ever bit the inside of your fucking mouth? Jesus.
Joey.
Yep, there's Joey.
Thank God.
Sporting the longer hair.
It's Freddy. He's here.
Ken Segolis.
Freddy is dead, buried and consecrated. We won, remember?
He's coming back for us.
The boiler is cold.
The acting's not as strong in this one either, but it's still really fun. Still really fun. I mean, what do you expect? It's freaking slasher movies. It's the 4th movie in a slasher franchise. So looks like the tracking fixed itself, guys. We're good. We're go for launch. Hell yeah. Little bit of tracking still, but oh, there we go. Never mind, guys. Now the difference in this one too is that it's not in a mental ward. You know, they go back to the high school, and that's where these characters pretty much reside throughout this whole movie. And then there is Alice. Alice is in 2 movies, this one and the next movie. Alice is a good final girl.
You are one major league hunk.
Lisa Wilcox giving it her all. You are one major league hunk. Worst kill in the entire franchise is that guy right there.
A friend of mine, I'll introduce you.
He gets karate'd by a Freddy that's not even there.
All right, I think I
So,
see salvation.
hair, look at that 80s hair, guys, right? It's a real deal. Okay, all right, let's do some, because I was looking at these Instagram shout-outs, and we got quite a few here, so let's do some more here. Hold on. Jesus. A lot of, okay, so let's just do this. Nick heading over. I never catch these shout-outs in time, so let me get a shout-out. Love the channel. No problem. Dave Vanderhoff, what's up, brother? Give me a shout-out, kind sir. Nightmare 2 is my favorite Richard Christie. Howard Stern reference there. Ninja Ick Studios YouTube says, I was just given permission to watch this in Halloween, so I definitely would, since I'll start to review the movie soon. Okay, possible new channel there. Diary of a Damned Man, oh boy. Curse me out, please. You motherfucker! There you go. The original is the best, Thomas Baker. Ruffalo, the Lost Boy says, with the Dream Warriors, I think he means to say, we're the Dream Warriors. Don't want to dream no more. We're the Dream Warriors. I think it's we're, not with. But I could be wrong, who knows. Dino Reviews, what's up, Dino? He says, I'd appreciate a shout out if it's okay, Lee. Enjoy the marathon. It sounds awesome. Check out Dino Reviews. He's got his own channel. It's good stuff. Good production value. Talented guy. Quantha Nicole Angel Eyes says, that's my movie. Max Millie Wave says, much love, man. Would love a shout out. Keep dropping badass horror content. Trying, good sir. Horror Splatter says, me if you don't mind. Tina Carter Show says, even Freddy's dead. I don't know. We might make it there. I'm not sure yet. I mean, we're already on 4 right now, so we're getting there. It's Mikey 1981. Give me a shout out during Dream Warriors. It's my favorite. Please, well, Mikey, I hope Dream Master will do. We just passed Dream Warriors. Colton McNally 9. Hell yeah, a shout out would rock. Johnny Mockney says, I'd love a shout out anywhere, Lee, especially during a bizarre video game sequence in Freddy's Dead. I think you guys want me to make it to Freddy's Dead. Santos Helper. Robbie, what's up? Robbie Soulboy says, good luck. I'll take a shout out. Freddy is responsible for the first nightmare I can remember when I was 4 years old. I would imagine Freddy's given a lot of people their first nightmare. Oh yeah, he's doing his karate. Yeah, that was kind of a staple of the 80s too. I think they were trying to capitalize off of Karate Kid. I've heard that song before. Settle down! Madge 12, let me turn this down a little bit. Match 12 says, I feel bad that you'll have to experience Freddy's Dead. More Freddy's Dead love. Good luck with that one. Also, I'd love a shout out if you want to shout me out. Well, there you go, Madge. Jeff Matillas says, great franchise. Marathon, sure, a shout out would be awesome. Antwood, give Antwood Movie Mania a shout out, Lee. Antwood Movie Mania. There you go. Paper Compass says, shout out Paper Compass. Love your videos, brother. Love you, Paper Compass. Jason Gullyhue says, enjoy your Nightmare Marathon. Matsy95. Buttered Bitch says, you should shout out Real Reviews. It's my review account. And I've been working on for a year and some months. I worked really hard on the reviews too. Okay, Real Reviews. There you go. Just watched this last night. DC209. Just watched this last night. Gonna do a Nightmare Marathon concurrently with my Friday the 13th marathon. The Horror Cult. I'll take a shout out. Love you, man. Keep up the awesome work. And Mark Wynn. You rock, brother. Let the nightmare begin. What was Alice's power again? I forget what her power was. And Queen of the B movies. How you doing, Queen? She says, I'd like a shout out. Keep up the good work. You got it, Queen. You got it. That's gonna cap it off for now, and I will do more shout outs at the end here, okay? And Kincaid is about to die. I just have to show this. I wasn't planning on it, but I mean, Freddy gets brought back after that amazing, awesome showdown at the end of 3. He gets brought back by a dog pissing on him. And what a way for Kincaid to go out, you know? There he is, grabs the fedora. But I mean, again, lighting. Look at the lighting in these freaking scenes. And you know, you guys that do fan films, I would say pay attention to the Nightmare franchise, because as far as like set design and lighting, cinematography, all that stuff, it's like a crash course. I mean, just look at that. It's just amazing. Look at all the lighting behind Freddy there. Not on his face. Oh, another one. Another great one. Nightmare 4 has some nice nightmare sequences. And at least Joey, even though he dies early, he got a really cool send-off. In true Joey fashion too, you know, with the girls and all. So Kristen is about to get hers. This is the scene. It's kind of funny because it's weird seeing Freddy in the daylight. But also, Tuesday Night did not want to wear just a 2-piece bikini. She wanted a skirt type deal. And Rennie Harlan, you know, he's one of those Europeans. And he's like, oh, you're so beautiful. You're so beautiful. You should not wear anything at all. And so, yeah, she got her way though. But it showed the mother her mother that was in part 3 is in this too, and she has a much better hairdo. I guess it was just more. It looks more like 90s, even though this doesn't come out in the 90s. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, Kristen's mother was way ahead of her time. And that's kind of a nice. It's another one of those upside down rigs like they had in the first movie. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I haven't seen the part 4 in a while. Probably since I reviewed it. But yeah, I mean, just a beautiful looking movie though. Yeah, look at that. Set design, lighting, all that stuff. Just looks beautiful. Oh, you saw my reflection in there. It's pretty much Freddy's colors, the green and the red. Oh, it's horrible. Oh my God. Really just horrible. I gotta get a new one. That's the problem with VHS, you know? To me, it's kind of a cool thing with VHS, like vinyl. It's not digital, which means the more you play it, the more degraded it could be. So you don't know when's the last time you're gonna play that vinyl or play that VHS. So there's something sacred about that, you know? Something kind of cool, and it's like something we didn't realize until we got too used to the digital age. Because when I remember when CDs first came out, I thought, oh my God, this is the greatest thing since sliced bread. But now, I prefer, not prefer, but I just like, you know, I get nostalgic about things, I guess. I don't think we'll be going to the VHS anymore. I think we learned our lesson, right guys? But wow, look at that. That's a shot right there. And so Alice came in there, the Dream Master. I still don't know what Alice's power is. I need to look that up. Like, what can she do? Maybe we'll discover it together throughout. You guys probably already know. It's been a while. That would be a pretty cryptic postcard to get. Here's the suck face scene. I love this. Like, what the hell's going on? Oh, that's so cool. It looks like Alice in Wonderland. Just if you guys were wondering if the knives are actually sharp, they are. Or at least they were in that scene. Imagine if the teacher like walked right up to you and like planted one on you like that. It definitely it would definitely be a class to remember. And a story to tell. Seduced by Freddy. Robert England, you freaking...
No.
Oh! He sucked the life right out of it. Okay, so Alice, that is definitely not Alice. You can tell by that wig. But she's killing it with the nunchucks. Because that's how you beat Freddy. You beat him with nunchucks. Even though he can disappear and teleport and do all this shit. Guys, I didn't plan on turning the camera on this much for Dream Master, but there's just so many cool looking sequences in this movie. And this one right here is definitely one that sticks out. And it's so unique. And just from a directing standpoint, like how in the hell they were able to pull this off. This is why the Nightmare franchise is just so loved and so special, because you don't get this in every horror franchise. You know, hell, just standalone horror movies, you usually don't get stuff like this. It's creative, and horror fans are the most creative people out there, you know? So I think we crave stuff like this. And it's great when, you know, you get writers and filmmakers that come together and make stuff like this. It's insane. She's gonna get sucked right into the screen. I think there's a couple properties out there that owe a huge debt to like Dream Master. One of them is Final Girls. They get sucked right into the movie screen. Last Action Hero. But yeah, I mean, Dream Master was, and there might have been another movie. I'm sure there was another movie that did it first, but it's nice that Dream Master does stuff like this. You know, the Nightmare franchise does stuff like this. I'm not making sense. Are we coming up on the pizza scene now? Like that pretty much that's the formula for Dream Master. It's threaded by all these great sequences, but like I said, just the characters and the plot, they don't stand up to how good the sequences are. This would be so freaking painful. The bones popping out of her freaking elbows. Never let Freddy spot you, okay guys? I think Mikey Weiss could probably back me up on this. You don't want Freddy to spot you at all. And then you got Alice and Dan going in circles. Ooh! This scene just leaves me speechless. It's like, I don't like bugs. And I mean, wow. Look at that. You guys remember in the 80s? I'm literally editing right now as I'm watching this, but you remember in the 80s when we had those like roach motels? Do we even have those anymore? But it's a great idea to actually make a horror movie out of that and put a character inside of a roach motel, you know? Why am I crooked? Who cares? But yeah, that's what you get. You're in the roach motel. Like, I wonder if kids today, they understand that, like the roach motel. But man, have you ever had your hand stuck on one of those the fly traps? It's the hardest thing in the world to get off, and just imagine your face falling on it like that. Fuck my life. Oh, it wouldn't be the 80s without a kick-ass, let's get ready for battle montage, and that's what Alice is doing right now. She's pissed off. she's had enough of Freddy, and it's about time to get some fucking payback. Wow, so Dream Master is done. Will I get a nap in today? Will I ever comb my hair? I don't know. We've done 4 Nightmare movies. This is insane. So we're going to Dream Child, but first I'm gonna go get some food. I need to get me some Zaxby's chicken and wings in me. Chicken and wings. Chicken wings. Let me get that in me. So I'll be back. And then yeah, we're pressing on. We might get to we might actually get to Freddy's Dead. Whew, Jesus. Should we skip Freddy's Dead? Would you like judge me if I skip Freddy's Dead? Because I might want to just go to New Nightmare. Anyway, going to get food. Oh God, I wish you guys could smell this. So this is about to go inside me. Zaxby's has the best fries. I've said this before, but I don't think anybody could ever beat Zaxby's fries in my mind. And I got extra seasoning. So let me open this up. And you spread a little bit more on there. And put a little bit on the chicken. A little bit on the chicken. This is all fat free. And yeah, I'm starving, by the way, guys. I'm starving right now. I've avoided a Monster because you want to make it count when you drink that Monster, right? Because it's going to give you another, like a little boost of energy for another like 30 minutes. And so far I've been a good boy. But we're about to jump into Dream Child. And I gotta watch Watcher in the Woods too, because Rachel Reviews and we're gonna be reviewing that movie at the same time on the 12th, I believe. So I wanted to give it another fresh watch, so I'm gonna try to squeeze that in here too. So I might throw that in now just to give it a fresh watch, and then keep going, because I'm making good time on the Nightmare movies. So anyway, let me go get that chicken. So I'm taking a break, watching Watcher in the Woods. This is basically from YouTube. I pretty much streaming it from YouTube to my TV because there's a DVD on Amazon, but it's like 20 something bucks or something like that. And it's not available on streaming. It's not on Disney Plus, which I don't have Disney Plus anyway, but I'm reviewing this with Rachel's Reviews. And I wanted to give it a fresh watch. But this is a good movie, actually. I remember watching this when I was in elementary school. And I don't remember it that much at all. So I'm glad I gave it another watch after all these years. Betty Davis. But it's got some creepy stuff in it, you know? And it's a Disney movie. So she's going into the backstory right now of why all these strange things are happening. And yeah, I'll go over it in the review, though.
She was always so considerate.
But by the way, guys, I literally just got, and I'll include in here, I just recorded my unboxing for the new Friday box set. It just came in. I didn't think that I was supposed to get it until next week, but I sat down and recorded just a little unbox, like 10 minutes worth. And let me show you what this thing, I'll give you guys a look too. Look at that. Talk about gorgeous. Isn't that nice? I need to get a Jason mask next to it now. But, yeah. There you go, guys. Yeah, Jason gets some love in the Nightmare Marathon, after all. He's always creeping his freaking head in there, his little hockey mask head in there somehow. You know? He's a sneaky fella. But anyway, after I get done giving this another watch, then I'm gonna throw in a Dream Child. I literally have to hand feed him sometimes. That's how spoiled this dog is. Anyway, it's time for Nightmare Part 5. This might be the last one for today, guys. Okay? I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think I'm gonna make Dream Child. Let's get it rolling. All right? We did 4, going to 5. Let's go. And in the meantime, I already got that freaking Friday box set unboxing up. Stephen Hopkins directed this. Stephen Hopkins is a very, very talented director. Okay? Very talented. Some great ideas. You know what? I like how bonkers this movie is. I think this movie's entertaining as hell. I think the story doesn't matter. You don't even care about the story. But, man, some of the effects are great. Freddy's not that great in this at all. Starts with a nice little love scene, actually. And they're gonna, and I Lisa Wilcox is in this scene. But I guess they just asked some like muscle-bound dude that's not really an actor if he wanted to be in the scene, and he was like, hell yeah, I want to be in the scene. Get to make out with Lisa Wilcox? Why not? Oh, these are my notes that I take for my reviews. I'm doing this, yeah, here's my, Friday the 13th box set. Oh my god, almost 1,000 views already. I knew this one would get a lot of views if I'm being honest though, guys.
So guys,
Already up there though.
just showed up at my door, right? 'Cause I
But yeah, people are excited about this box set, you know, and you want to be first out the gate. So yeah, look at that, 72 count. A lot of people really excited about this.
I'm just really curious to see what this
What is the deal with these freaking sex bots though?
box set.
They're so annoying. Let me see. I always delete them. So I can find, but let's see if I can find one. Yeah, there's one like that, and it's a guy's name.
I did one of these for Halloween.
Good. I wait for love from you. These freaking things are so annoying.
First off,
You just get like a run of these freaking sex bots. It's like the new YouTube plague, you know?
memories,
I'm single.
tons of pictures,
So stupid, man.
pictures or images.
I replied to this one. Said, "Oh yeah, do you love me?"
Friday
And I said, "Fuck no." So yeah, Alice, she's matured a little bit in this movie. Yep, her hair's blonde in this one. If you remember in the last one, it was more brunette. Everybody's worst nightmare is their shower doing this. Just completely going off and all this crap coming up out of the ground. Not fun at all. Really, plumbing problems, especially if you own a home, are the biggest freaking nightmare ever. I wonder if that was Lisa Wilcox, or was it a body double? It might be a body double. I'm not sure. I can show that though because it's really blurred. And you know, I think a lot of actresses, they don't mind nudity as long as it's done tastefully, and this is done really tastefully. It's not really gratuitous, and she goes right from being naked to being a nun. So, but this is the movie that we get to see a little bit of Freddy's backstory. You know, his mother was raped. Bastard son of 100 maniacs. It's an interesting backstory, you know. You definitely wouldn't think Fred Krueger comes from a good, stable background, you know. I mean, that's the reason he's dead. There he is. There's Robert Englund. That's the reason he's dead in the first place. You know, is because of the crimes that he committed. This isn't like a Michael Myers where just a good kid randomly just killed somebody. No, there's a backstory there, and there's nothing wrong with a backstory whatsoever. You know, I mean, most serial killers are not from good upbringings whatsoever. And a lot of them do have interesting upbringings. You know, kind of sad upbringings, actually. So, it's horrible that Freddy Krueger's mother was raped by all these guys. It's tragic, really. But this one explores that. You know, it explores those themes. So there's a whole lot of craziness going on in this scene. You got a baby Freddy. Freddy's about to come back. And how he comes back is weirder and weirder, and it seems like every movie. But we just go with it. And yeah, there he is. The grand re-entrance. So Freddy came back by being given birth to in this one. Who cares, right? Some big sets though. Like I said, I'm giving full props to Stephen Hopkins. All right, big props to Stephen Hopkins. The sets look amazing, and the crew, everybody that put the work into this. You can tell a lot of work went into this movie. It seems like there's a different color design for every Nightmare movie, or some of them. Like this one has like a yellowish tinge to it. The last one, the MTV one, had more like pronounced greens and reds. Dream Warriors has more of a blue tinge to it. And I'd say Freddy's Revenge has a red feel to it. So this is the yellow version. See all that yellow in the background? Hey, and the stretchy arms are back since the first movie. I never noticed that. It's a boy. You know, they're not the best lines. You got to do what you can with them. Robert Englund makes it work best he can anyway. You can't, you know, we always give Robert Englund the shit for turning Freddy into a full-on comedy Freddy, and you got to blame the writers a little bit too, right? Like, I don't know how much influence Robert Englund had on the writers, if any, as far as turning Freddy into kind of a comedic type of character. His makeup looks different in this one too, actually. Now that's a pretty good line right there. We'll see, bitch. Okay, I had to highlight this scene because, in my opinion, as far as nightmare sequences go and just putting work into effects, this is insane looking. Like, bravo. I mean, if anything, you got this scene out of this movie, right? And it stands up. And it's got a darker edge to it too. I was gonna say it stands up to the rest of the nightmare sequences, but man, that almost looks like Ghost Rider. Wow. Yeah, really, really creative, really badass. Oh yeah, and then that. This is what I'm talking about with this movie. It's just like bonkers with the effects, you know? Bam! And there goes Dan. He's dead. Looks like something out of Terminator. Okay, so we're getting close to the final act. Getting there for part 5. But I just put something up in the evil lair that I think you need to see. Okay? As you can see, it's starting to get a little darker. It's getting close to 5 p.m. But I just wanted to show this off. Okay? Look at that. There is the posters for the Friday box set that says Friday the 13th 40th anniversary. See Alice in the boat, iconic scene, and there's that that art that we've seen for the box set itself. It's on the box set. Just wanted to show that off before we start closing this down. But man, look at it bathed in that blue lighting, right? Doesn't it look awesome, guys? So today, it's definitely, let me put a light on this guy. This guy right here, he deserves it. Today, it's that guy's day, okay? Even though we're doing a nightmare marathon, pretty much today belongs to that guy. You know, he earned all this. This guy has 12 movies now. And this is why we're here. Because of that guy right there. You know? Thank you, Jason Voorhees, for all that you do. I know that I give Myers a lot of credit, and I always say that he's my favorite. And what are you looking at? Mind your own business. Today's Jason's day, you know, and Jason Voorhees is a very, very important character. I'm gonna read your Instagram final comments, and then we're gonna close this sucker down. There's she knows exactly what he's up to. I don't like Freddy in this movie that much at all. Although that's pretty cool. I haven't seen this movie since I reviewed it 5 years ago. And I remember liking it. But, I mean, yes, some great visuals. Ooh, that's an iconic scene right there. Wow, look at that. I tell you, sometimes I just walk in at the perfect time. But we're getting into the final act. And I'm going to read these comments, okay? I know I'm looking a little darker now. Oh, there, it's lightening up a little bit. Okay. So, let's read these final comments on Instagram. We got Dorcamus Maximus 666. I'd like a shout out, please, to Tara or Dorcamus Maximus, whichever. Haha, there you go. Hernandez 4599. I love 1, 3, 4. New Nightmare and Freddy vs. Jason. I enjoy the weak ones to some degree, but not as much as I enjoy the good ones. Eddie Spaghetti. He gives me 3 flame emojis and a heart. EJ Woodcock, I like that name. I'd love a shout out. Just started binging the series a few days ago. Finally on New Nightmare and ready for that Scream Factory Friday box set to come in. Yeah, I'm glad I got mine. Are they on the comic book scene yet? Yeah, it looks like they're on the comic book scene. Blue Ghost 7, I love that movie. Jessica, Big and Sexy, awesome, I love it. C. Millet, Godspeed. The design the designated misfit. A shout out from Mr. Drumdums himself. It would be an honor. Oh, and sweet dreams. You got it. Chris Manley 2020 says, I'd love a shout out. I'm doing a marathon on the Halloween films myself today. Well, I'm gonna try. Enjoy the Nightmare on Elm Street marathon, dude. A lot of shit going on. Let me turn that down a little bit. Okay, Horrorman 72, what's up, brother? He says the original Elm Street is my second favorite movie of all time, behind the original Halloween. Can't judge you on that one. Full Moon DIY, if you're throwing shout outs out, I'll take one. Enjoy your reviews, enjoy your marathon. Thank you. Rufio the Lost Boy, the Dream, I think I did that one earlier actually. So yeah, that's it for the shout outs. And we're about to wrap this thing up. So I think this is gonna end it right here. We're at the MC Escher type ending, and Alice is calling for Freddy, and then Freddy kind of conjoins with her. It's really, really strange, just like this movie. And it's different. Maybe that's what it is. They're going for different. I don't know. It's not one that I watch that often, though. If I watch Nightmare, look at that. His hands are coming out of her body. If I watch Nightmare, I usually do the first 3 and maybe the 4th. Look at that. That's some crazy stuff, though, you know? So anyway, guys, that's it. I gotta go mow my grass anyway. But we did 5 movies, okay? I gave you 5 movies. That's good. Maybe we can do that. Let's see, what do we got left? We got New Nightmare and... oh yeah, Freddy's Dead, New Nightmare, and then the remake. And Freddy vs. Jason. So that's 4 movies. So, I don't know. Maybe down the line I can do the rest of them. Those 4. Even with the Halloween marathon, I only did up to, I think, part 7? Something like that. I can't even remember. It's been so long since I did it. But anyway, guys, hope you guys have a wonderful day. I've had a great day off. Enjoyed doing this for you guys. And love you guys to death, all right? Anyway, guys, be sure to come over to Killer Flicks, where we talk horror all day and every day, and on Fridays we do Free For All Fridays. Follow me at Drumdums on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and Drumdum out.